Eagle Med, an air ambulance company, gave the volunteers a tour of their helicopter and equipment. They also provide training on having us land them and load and unload a patient.
On the radio, of course, they'll be...
we'll be using TAN.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they'll be talking to them in the back, and visually is on the ground. I don't need anybody directing me in for the landing area, as long as the landing area is kind of identified where you're wanting me to sit down. Just if it's not clear where exactly you want the landing area, just one person with their hands towards the helicopter straight out in a palm to, it's basically a direct guidance for the helicopter. Hey, this is where I want you. You don't have to point toward the helicopter. If you're wanting me to land like right in that area, just have them put their hands straight out, and that'll tell me, okay, this is where you want me to land.
Always make sure everything's secure on you. No
One of us sits there, one of us sits there. Nurse, paramedic, our job description is exactly the same. So we just switch on and off. Like, I'm sitting left today, so next time Deanna and I work together, she'll probably sit left. We just switch back and forth. We have everything an ICU has. We have a ventilator, IV pumps, all our medical equipment's in our ginormous 40-pound bag right there. We run a LifePak 15 for right now for a monitor. We'll be hopefully getting a Zoll pretty soon, which cuts the weight in half, which is nice because that thing is super heavy. Questions? Suction, yeah.
So there's a little red lever that shuts the fuel off.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we were going to ask about the emergency shutoffs.
Yep, and Pilot can answer all the helicopter-ish questions. And we'll answer all your medical questions.
But yeah, that's your shut
Yeah, if something were to happen, like we go down and none of us are conscious and able to shut the aircraft down, we need somebody needs to come over here and get the aircraft shut down. This is our fuel lever. It has a little stop on it, so it's going to end up breaking when you pull it back. It'll break that little plastic piece off, and it usually it'll break a lot of the plastic off up there. But don't worry about it. That'll shut the fuel off. Yeah. The fuel, after the fuel's shut off, it still can take a couple seconds for the engine to shut down. The quickest way to shut the engine down is we have a switch right here. It'll have a little guard that drops down in front of it. So when that guard is up, it's blocking that switch, so you just have to knock that guard down, pull that switch back. Is the quickest way to get that thing shut down.
Battery shut off too, Clint? Or was that part of it?
That's
shutting. Yeah, that shuts the engine down, and then if you just come right along right here at this big red switch right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just figure anything that's in red, you can turn it down. If you just shut that down, that'll shut all the power off.
Awesome, thank you. Now, what kind of fuel do you run on these?
It's jet fuel.
JP79 or
JP8.
8, okay.
Yeah.
Hot stuff. My car running good on that.
warm.
Oh, we have a
Oh, yeah, it's a doctor down there made out of Olson.
Neo puffers.
They're excellent. So we'll have that on there
And OB kits. We have both in there.
It's a jam on the
Not that we like
year
those
round.
babies.
It's a big old down blanket.
We will.
And it keeps people amazingly warm. And we don't stay on 365 because even like 95% of trauma patients, even in the summertime, are hypothermic. So they need to be covered up, no matter if it's summer or winter.
Cool.
But you guys are more than welcome to climb in. We can put you in there.
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to tape that.
Our max weight for our medical crew is 220.
With all your equipment
We
on.
try and keep a little bit slimmer than that. But
That counts me.
oh, who's our
Yeah, I can't apply for that job.
Members probably Todd or Nick, and they're sitting at like 205, I think. And then my flight suit with everything in it and my boots on puts me about 13 pounds heavier than I am.
She's not gonna tell you what that is.
No. Since I went to Vegas, it's more than I wanted.
So 92 plus 13.
Yeah, we
6'4" puts their head right about.
We fit a 6'8" guy in there the other day, but with his legs bent. So as long as they don't have a leg injury or a pelvic injury, we can bend their legs.
nap time, man.
Okay, I'll take a nap.
Hang on.
Whoever wants to go.
Put your pajamas on.
Just be careful as you put your feet in there. The heater's off to your right.
There we go.
So get down as far as you
Yeah,
can.
as far as you can. Put your feet all the way underneath there.
And actually, you're probably gonna be one of those guys that has to
Yep.
bend your
Bend
knees
your
up
knees a little bit.
You ain't going in there, bud.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's what duct tape
You're gonna have to ride in the sidecar out here.
Man, you always
Just take a plank and stick it underneath.
So you don't get tea bags, yeah.
Not only that, keep pushing
about that, as long as they're absolutely.
see you be all warm.
Be all warm and cuddly.
I know you're no
I'll keep notes on that.
Video it for in case they drop you.
No, I don't know who drops.
Just strap them in real tight.
Yeah, and then we'll just leave.
All right, this is a reenactment of you after St. Patty's Day.
No, this is what happens when I do something stupid on my motorbike in the mountains.
Yeah, basically.
First crazy thing anybody's ever done on a motorcycle in these mountains.
It's very, very cozy in here.
It's a nice ride, actually. It's beautiful. For us.
I'll take your word for it. I'd rather not find out. No offense, man.
No?
By the way, this also works for insane patients, so
We just give them lots of drugs if they're mean.
Yeah.
We don't want them up where you
I heard he's kind of
Run a
ticklish.
tube down their throat.
So we do have
you'd be
restraints if need be, and we use a lot of
Chemical.
chemical restraints if need be.
We do.
you're too young to
We
be a
cannot
child
have
of the
anybody
70s,
combative in here because, as you can well see,
Yeah,
he
you
can
read
grab the
everything.
pilot.
Oh, yeah. That's very close.
He, she can grab the pilot super easy. So if they're combative, then we go ahead and sedate them.
How's it feel?
Pilot will
You
become
feel snuggly?
That loading part's gotta be fun.
Okay, have a good day. Stuff that you don't want patients to hear.
Here's
And
your,
then,
your leg fell off.
there you go. And then when we want to talk to them, we'll just turn the toggle switch on, ask them. If we ask them if they need to talk to us, they just raise their hand, and then that way we know that they need to talk to us. And
When they do come off.
We're all
blame them
connected.
just one way or the other, so you're-
it'd be easier just probably just to.
Okay, note to self, Crystal. You have to pull this part out
Part out after you.
after.
It's a training session.
It is. Now there's red handles on the cot, and the black ones just go to the doctor down. So you'll want to grab the red ones, and then you can also grab underneath too, but there's not a lot of room for your
It
hands.
doesn't like to at all.
I don't know. Yeah, that's weird. Huh. I think it's just for loading and unloading as in backboard.
Well, we're there at the hospital, we just can't get them out.
Sorry, the doc's gonna have to come out.
You have to amputate the patient.
Got them in pieces.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to have somebody that can lift pretty well up here because this is the heaviest portion of him.
Come here, Jake, put down your pop, we need a lifter.
Handle.
And then I'm gonna have two more real strong people behind me.
I'm not real strong, but we'll be here.
Hey, how much money
Get
you
somebody
got?
real strong over there. I'm not, but I'll do
I got a
it.
lottery ticket.
You know, we need one more person to step in over here when we get him out.
Get Jake on the other end there.
So I
Two big
thought
boys
you
up
guys
front.
were gonna grab part of here. Okay.
Nate is top heavy, we know this.
So you can see with this, if
Okay,
we're
so
coming
go
to a
ahead
scene,
and step
if
in
you guys
and
are out on the
help
road or something,
Okay.
going and setting up an area for the helicopter in the field next to the road, if it's soft strap, it's probably not good, because you can see how much
Strap or the pipe,
how much
either
fun
one.
it is getting the person in and out as it is. If you guys were trying to carry them through soft dirt and everything.
Okay, put him on that little trailer over there.
Sometimes it's best just to set up an area on the road, block off the traffic prior to the accident,
ready?
enough room for the helicopter to come in and land on the road.
Or you was talking
Take a picture of this, we gotta put this.
Yeah, take a picture.
You know, the visibility.
Nate, you never look so good, buddy. Hey, get him last rates.
Seeing in his natural environment.
Are you warm?
Sleeping.
He looks like he's ready for a nap.
Yeah.
Is that warm in there, Nate?
Looking out.
He looks dead.
It looks like we could get over.
He's just brain dead.
Smiling makes it scarier.
There, but then once we get over the ridge line,
You wanna put him back in?
No, we're gonna go get lunch.
Okay, we'll be back, don't worry.
Get out of there, right?
Now, when we put him back in, it's super important that we lift the cot over this and don't get it caught on here. Our mechanic will be very, very angry with us if we damage any portion of this.
So it's a lot
We have to make sure we lift him high enough that we slide it in and then set it down on here.
Hey, Crystal,
Uh-huh.
do we have spider straps for our backboard?
There are spider straps.
For our backboard.
Huh?
For our backboard?
Yeah.
Is this?
Just like we did. Backwards.
back up and,
Ready?
and
1,
taking off. So
2, 3.
That's not scary.
I've been through this once.
Okay, here's 2 ends. Up high.
I was the biggest guy in the
Hold
room.
on, so you can go ahead and start sliding.
Now, is that gonna lock?
Don't tear the door off.
Latch?
No, you won't.
Is our pilot watching?
Yeah, are we on? Greg?
He's not there.
look. Yeah, go ahead and come forward.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, the
there.
bag's kind of
The bag over the,
covering it a little bit there. You can come
want
forward.
us to pull back out?
It should be.
There you go. Yeah, you're lined up.
We're lined up. We just gotta go straight.
All right, you're gonna have to watch his head. We got a problem.
There we
go. Don't pinch your fingers. That would suck.
Yes, it does, actually. Now imagine doing this with like 4 IV lines,
A pump
a pump,
and a ventilator.
a ventilator here.
In a blizzard.
In a blizzard with just Deanna and I. Because sometimes it's like Deanna and I and a security guard.
Ready?
So, just depending on where we land. Like when we land in Billings, there's only one security guard that comes and helps us out. Wow. So,
And your back toward me.
Does this need to go in there? I got
so we
you.
just gotta give him a good shove. There we go.
Much for your spine injury.
You're done, dude.
So yeah, it gets a little dicey, especially with the ventilator.
Can I have your truck?
Because we don't want to pull the tube. If we pull the tube, we're going to be very, very displeased. So.
Trained so well.
I just feel lucky. This is the way things will work.
No, we're gonna walk around here in the safe area and get out of the way.
Can we get a call? It doesn't take us long to get it out of the hangar. It takes us maybe 3 minutes. So these are just little backs.
Yeah, you have to drop trees, of course. That's getting to be kind of tight. You have to make sure they're real low because this gets real low. And one of the biggest things is being level, a nice level area. Get ready.
I know that probably, hurt themselves, where you guys would be
Clear on the right.
Might look like a 30-foot wingspan, does it?
Ambulances are.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, it's like about the wingspan of a 152.